This is the grub menu for Zorin OS. You can see the timer moving across the top of it there. We're going to press the down arrow and stop the timer, which we've now done, so the panic's off. We can see at the top we have Zorin, then we have options for Zorin, memory test, some more memory test, and then Windows. What we're going to do is change the default boot order, which is currently where you see it highlighted now on Zorin. We're going to change it down to Windows. We're going to boot into Zorin to do this, and we'll need to know this bit of information. Zorin being at the top, the file that we're going to modify will list Zorin as 0. So the counting starts from 0. So Zorin is 0. That will be 1. That will be 2. That will be 3. And Windows will be 4. Even though there's 5 items there, it starts from 0. So that's how it works. So remember, Windows is 4. On my system, yours may be different. And we're going to boot into Zorin. Now this is on a virtual machine, dual booting virtual machine, and this is just in BIOS mode. I've tried this before in UEFI mode, and it worked as well in there, so I'm trying it now in BIOS mode. We'll log into Zorin. We'll be using the terminal for this, so we'll go into the menu, Utilities, and if we scroll down, there's the terminal. Don't be put off, it's pretty simple. We type sudo gedit /etc/default/grub and press enter. Put in your password, and this file pops up here. Now you'll remember from the beginning of the video I said Zorin would be 0. Well, there's your 0 right there. Grub default equals 0, and Windows was 4. So we're just going to click in behind that 0 and hit backspace, and we're going to type the number 4 in there, and that's it. We could change the timeout, which is currently at 10 seconds, but we're not going to do any of that here. But that's where you could do that by changing that 10. I wouldn't recommend going much slower than probably about 3 seconds, just so you've got some time in the future if you need to change something. But anyway, we'll just go here with this grub default equals 4, which should put us on Windows. We press on the save button, and we can see it updating down in the bottom left hand corner, saving file. All that's finished. We close out of there, we're back to the terminal, and we type sudo space update-grub. We press enter. And we're done. We can close the terminal. Let's restart. And it should default to Windows. There it is on Windows. I'm going to press the up arrow just to stop the timer. You can see the timer still going there. So that just stops the timer. So there's our Windows, which is what it defaulted to. You can see it didn't actually modify the menu itself. It's actually just changed which one it's going to default to. Let's boot into Windows. We'll log in, do another restart, and we'll restart into Zorin. So we'll have to be onto the up key, because remember it's going to now default to starting from Windows rather than Zorin, which we'll see shortly. And there we go, you can see it's landed on Windows again. So we'll just go up to Zorin, we'll press enter. We'll log into Zorin. We'll do another restart. And once again, you can see it's defaulted to Windows 10. with our 10-second timer going across the top. And we can stop that by using the up arrow in this case, or the down arrow if it was already on Zorin. So that's how we changed the default boot system on a Zorin and Windows 10 dual boot system. This would also work on, for example, Linux Mint and probably most Ubuntu-based distributions. As you know, I don't use the terminal very often on my videos. This is one exception. There are tools available that are graphically based, point and click type tools that you can do the same with, but this is pretty straightforward. I'll post the commands in the description section under the video, so you should be able to copy and paste them. As usual, you do this at your own risk, but as you saw, everything went pretty smooth there, and I have done this on a UEFI system and it did work as well. So I'll leave that up to you to decide whether you're comfortable with that or not. Thanks for watching.